Welcome to Tatas Farm YouTube channel. We are giving you a video that shows you how can you keep birds in a very simple way. What are we to use? We are using any leftover around, anything that we have. And today we are touching leftovers from the banana peelings. We are touching the ash or the soot from the kitchen, what you call rubbish or what you call dirt in the kitchen. We are using it to give our birds. We have experimented this for over 5 months. But if you don't try, it means you don't like being ingenious. With farming, it is always an adventure. All right, we have been discussing having poultry at a small scale or a large scale. Today we are sharing with you how can you have poultry on a very small scale using our local materials, especially on the feed problem, cutting the cost of the feeds. Now, we have matoke, especially here in Uganda, we have a lot of matoke. And every family at least consumes matoke on a daily basis. That means you can have some food for your birds. As you see, when you have such a feed, you have just to cut it in small particles like this. That is what we consider to be part of saving money for your feeds. So you come, cut with your knife like this one, or any razor blade, or any, maybe can be a scissor, you cut small particles. It's upon you to dry them or not. You can even fry them on the fire. You roast them, they become dry, then you grind them. But for sure, if you want to do a simple farming, you can decide to cut them in a small pieces like this, give them to your birds direct. I've been doing this experiment for over now 3 months, and I have very few birds which are on this experiment. We give them this not because we lack money to buy feed, but because there are many benefits. One, this matoke thing, or the banana peelings, are very high and rich in fiber. If you ask any Ugandan of any size, they will tell you they have ever eaten matoke or they have ever eaten bananas. These bananas, when we eat them, we usually have what we call the peelings, the leftovers. As you cook, you peel the bananas, then after peeling them, you cook them. But what we have as leftovers, usually there are as many as the matoke you've cooked. These are all collected in the markets. You can find them in their homes. Maybe people who are renting can collect from people's rental houses. You go to your neighbor, you put a bucket, they put for you. So what we do, we are trying to experiment how can you do poultry farming with or without land. Even if you're in a rental house, can you have 10 birds and keep them without even buying feeds? How can you cut costs on your feeds? So we have banana plantation. Today we have banana peelings. So these peelings, after collecting them, we wash them. After washing them, we cut them into small pieces like this, very small particles, as you can see cutting. So when you cut them into small particles, it's again upon you either to dry them or roast them. When you dry them, they are better. But personally, I give them when they're still fresh because also they are very good for yellow yolk eggs, and also they have very rich nutrients such as, they are very high in fiber. And again, they have calcium, they have potassium, and all those minerals are good for the birds. And don't forget about vitamins. So when you give them such things, it's like giving them ash. Because I showed you the video when I was giving them ash, burnt from these very things. That is organic materials. Today, we are looking at how can you give the birds these banana peelings and then some kitchen soot. You see, my kitchen having, a kitchen being a kitchen that is looking dirty. But we keep that soot purposely for the birds. Because we know it heals the birds. It's very good for digestion. So such soot, once you have it in your birds, you don't regret. The birds will eat it and you never go to the market to buy drugs. It's painful to see people rioting because of garbage in their towns. Some of us have made the garbage into useful materials. So we say don't waste anything. These materials that you see as wastage, the things that you see as rubbish, things that you see as leftover, we use them for our feeds. We usually say, use what you have to get what you want, not you looking for what you want without anything that is available to be used. So if you want to do poultry farming and you have nothing, you have your head, you have the rubbish, you have the wastes or wastage materials, such as this one. I measured the bird, a broiler bird at 5 weeks, measuring 2 kilograms, just eating this and some leftovers. I wanted to do an experiment. Can I keep broilers without going to the market? You can buy 10 of them. I know many sellers don't give you just 10 birds, but you can at least look for somebody buying the birds. Then you say, please, can you also put for me the 10 birds on your flock, on your batch? And that's okay. They can give you. So please, don't always think like things are impossible. You can do anything with what is available. As you look at what we do here, we do these things in a simple way. We do these things in simple terms. We do these things without putting much energy, but we thrive. You too can thrive, can grow a farm. The only thing you need on the farm could be water and feed. That means if you have the two things, your farm will grow. So the feed is here already. Of course, you can tap rainwater, even if you're in a rental house. Or you can buy the water, give them the birds. So it's like, when you look at me giving these birds water, it's not because they are thirsty, but it's part of their life. So you must give them feeds, you must give them water, and simple feeds such as this. If they are layers, you get yellow yolk eggs. If they are broilers, they increase in size because the digestion takes place easily. And of course there is vitamin here, they get more appetite. If they are local birds, your birds will live without any health problems, no sickness. This one improves the immune system of the birds, improves the health status, improves their growth rate. So everything is embedded in that. Okay, thank you for having watched our videos all the time. And if it's your first time on this channel, please subscribe. And if you have been watching our videos, share, like, and put a comment for the next video you want. Because this video was specifically made for someone who asked from, was coming from Bangladesh. So if you ask for such a video, we always respond to your feed, we give the feedback from your questions. And this is Katabs once again. See you next video. Bye-bye.